woke up this morning and just dense, heavy, freezing fog everywhere.
Every journey begins with a call, and ours started at Pyramid Lake, a place of sacred waters and ancient legends. This oasis in the Nevada desert served as a gateway to the unknown. Its mysterious beauty and storied past drew us here, the perfect prologue to what lay ahead. For years, my wife and I spoke of this adventure, a dream whispered between busy days and sleepless nights. Now, standing together on this threshold, the dream had become a reality. Pyramid Lake wasn't just a stop. It was the beginning of the journey to the darkest place on Earth. To embark on this journey meant entering the realm of Massacre Rim, a place as remote as it is mysterious. This dark sky sanctuary, one of the rarest in the world, was our destination. It promised a solitude so profound, a darkness so complete, that the cosmos itself would come alive. But to reach such a place is no small task. Massacre Rim is far from the comforts of civilization, where the road fades into rugged trails and the nature commands your attention. It's a land where you must rely on the clear skies, patience, and your connection with the wilderness. For us, it was more than a destination. It was a chance to rediscover what it meant to be part of something greater than ourselves. In every great adventure, there's a final stop, a place where the familiar gives way to the unknown. For us, that place was Gerlach, Nevada, a town with a single gas station, closed on this day, and a sense of timelessness. It was the edge of the world, the last chance to prepare before stepping into the wilderness. For our Jeep Rubicon 392, preparation was critical. Premium fuel wasn't an option here. So, we came armed with octane booster to ensure that the engine could handle the challenges ahead. With the tanks full and the spirits high, we left Gerlach behind, ready to face whatever the desert would bring.
So, kind of a bummer out here. We've had days and days of sunshine and not too bad of temperatures, and woke up this morning and just dense, heavy, freezing fog everywhere. We got up here to the Black Rock Playa and we were expecting to be able to take a little bit of time out in the dirt, but it's not looking so good. We're gonna wait it out for a little bit and just see what happens. See if things clear up a little bit, and see if there's anything we can do. Otherwise, we'll forge ahead on a different trail. But we'll see how it goes.
Black Rock Playa, an ancient lake bed stretching endlessly toward the horizon, was meant to be our path, a gateway into the heart of the desert. Its cracked earth and vast emptiness had called to us, a place where time seemed to stand still. But as we approached, the desert had other plans. A heavy fog had veiled the playa in a shroud of uncertainty. Recent rains had turned the hardpan into a treacherous mire. Its once inviting surface is now an impassable quagmire. This was a silent reminder that nature is the ultimate arbiter of any journey. Alright, so we're going to abandon the playa. We don't want to really mess with the mud. It's still pretty foggy out here. And I opened up Onyx Off-Road to try to figure out where we're going to go. Now originally, we were going to track across this right here, catch up this side, and then catch this High Rock Canyon. But with all this being essentially mud and risk of getting stuck and not having any help, it's not worth the trip. So I found this trail up here that looks like it cuts through the mountains. So we're gonna follow this. And I still want to take this High Rock Canyon. Maybe another day I can come back and do this Calico Mountain, but for right now we're gonna run this and then continue on where we're going. So Onyx Off-Road, pretty handy to have. I downloaded these maps ahead of time, and I'm thankful I did because there's basically no service up here. Denied access to the iconic expanse, we were forced to adapt. The playa, for now, would remain untouched, its secrets hidden beneath the mist. Undeterred, we turned our sights toward the mountains ahead, knowing that every obstacle is simply part of the adventure. Leaving the playa, the landscape transformed, the mountains loomed, the rugged peaks dared us to continue. The trailhead stood like a guardian, marking the line between the world we knew and the wild unknown. As we climbed higher, the skies grew clouded, a reminder that even the best laid plans could be at the mercy of nature. Stargazing required clarity, and in this moment, doubt began to creep in. Was the skies clear? Was the darkness we sought destined to remain hidden? Then, far to the north, a sliver of blue pierced through the clouds. It was a glimpse of possibility, a promise that the skies might yet open for us. With renewed hope, we pressed on, driven by the belief that the darkest skies on Earth awaited us. That glimpse of blue was more than a break in the clouds. It was a sign that the journey had meaning, that the cosmos would soon reveal itself in all of its glory.
Luck would have it, we finally drove out of the fog and we're into some sunlight, so good news heading to where we're going. Hopefully it'll stay sunny.
It was time for a lunch break. We stopped by a quiet lake surrounded by rugged beauty to refuel and reflect on our journey so far. It was a brief pause in our adventure, a moment to gather our strength for the challenges ahead. The lake was serene, but the clock was ticking. The sun was our silent adversary, racing us to the horizon. With a quick meal and a final look at the tranquil waters, we set off once more, determined to reach Massacre Rim before nightfall. The journey to High Rock Canyon was as much about the land as it was about the destination. In our Jeep Rubicon 392 built for adventure, we covered ground quickly, but the desert refused to be rushed. Along the way, an unexpected canyon revealed itself, a hidden marvel etched into the earth by time. We stopped to take it in, reminded that even the pursuit of darkness, the light of the land demands respect. It was another test, another reminder that why we were here, to honor the beauty of nature and our place within it. High Rock Canyon rose before us, a cathedral of stone and shadow. Its towering cliffs and rugged paths felt like stepping into the forgotten world. This was no mere waypoint. It was a chapter in the story of the West, where pioneers and native people once walked. But the sun continued its descent, and the race against time grew urgent. The canyon was magnificent, but its vastness reminded us of how much further we had to go. The stars would not wait, and neither could we. Crossing the final mountain pass felt like a triumph. Snow glistened under the waning daylight, an unexpected companion in the desert. As we descended into the basin of Massacre Rim, the skies were wide open, clear, endless, and full of promise. Under the endless dome of blue, surrounded by miles of snowy desert, the stars awaited us. Hidden for now, but poised to take the stage in a performance as ancient as time itself. This was the moment we dreamed of. The culmination of our journey now within reach. Yet, as anticipation swelled, my greatest fear materialized. Something I hadn't anticipated. Something that threatened the very purpose of our journey.